I just want to help you guys be able to work out with free weights, not to feel uncomfortable or unsure of what you guys are doing, whether you're at the gym, at a dojo, or at home, getting those workouts in. Hey guys, I'm Nick Duvers. Welcome to my channel. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, give us a like, send any comments, feedback down in that comment section. So starting this week, I'm going to go over a little bit of an introduction to moving with free weights, adding this into your workout routine. And this is going to be a 4-part series. Today we're going to specifically hit upper body, so chest, shoulders, biceps, and always that core. And we're going to be going through our entire body week by week. All you're going to need for this workout is at least 2 sets of dumbbells, preferably 3, or any type of heavy object that you can use, and a bench or any other kind of raised surface. For some of these movements, stairs will work. Some of them you can even do on the floor, or something underneath you that'll raise your back a little bit to give you some more range of motion through your movements. The goal of this series, I want you guys to understand how to work out safely and efficiently with free weights. It's a great way to add resistance into your movements. So today we're going to cover specifically chest, biceps, shoulders, and always that core with every workout that we do. So make sure you guys stick to the end of the video today. I'm going to be sharing my 3 secrets to working out more effectively with free weights. Without further ado, let's get started.
Okay, so with my first exercise, I'm going to be doing bench press. This is the only one for my chest I will be going a little bit heavier with too. The most important part of all of our exercises will be our technique. The weight isn't necessarily so important. As long as you can perform with the proper control, you can really squeeze out each rep and have the same effect without having to go super heavy through all your exercises too. So starting with our bench press, pick up those weights. Now the one thing you want to remember is keep your hands above your elbows when we come down, and try not to bounce the weights up on the way back up too. So once you feel that stretch, press back up and breathe out and squeeze that chest, that core as hard as you can. So make sure your head is lying flat for this one. Starting up at the top, breathe in, come back down, get a nice stretch, and breathe out, press. Breathe in, breathe out, in, out, in, and out. Good, 3 more, breathe in, breathe out, in. Beautiful. And place them back down gently. All right, our second exercise in the sequence will be done standing up, and it will be a compound movement working with our breath. So follow me with this and try to stick as close as you can to the technique and squeeze each rep as hard as you can. So with our dumbbells facing forwards with our palms, we're going to breathe in, pull those weights back behind us. As we breathe out, we're going to do our bicep curl and crunch our stomach back to engage those abs. From here, you're going to breathe in, pull the elbows back, open up that chest, keep the dumbbells high, and breathe out again and crunch forwards a bit higher. And breathe in, come back down, that's 1. Breathe in, breathe out, crunch and curl. Breathe in, open the chest, hands high. Breathe out, roll the elbows forwards, crunch. And breathe in. Good, 1 more time, breathe in, breathe out, crunch. Breathe in, breathe out, roll, and breathe in, slowly come back down. And place those weights down. Our third exercise in the sequence is going to be just a body weight type push-up with a bit of a modification to engage our abs a little bit harder. So we're going to start from our knees for this one. Okay, making sure our core is engaged. We're going to come to a nice, strong, controlled push-up. Breathe in, breathe out. And we're going to walk our hands out as far as we can, keeping them straight, stomach is up, and walk them back in. So breathe in, breathe out, walk, walk, walk those hands, and walk them back. Good, 3 more. Breathe in, breathe out, walk the hands out, and walk the hands back. That's it, nice in breath, squeeze back out. Walk them out, and walk them back. All right, 1 more down, nice and slow. Breathe in, breathe out, and walk those hands out, and walk them back. And give those arms a little shake. All right, time for set 2. Try to keep that technique just the same for every single set. We need to drop a rep or 2, that's okay. Try to keep that technique as solid as you can. So grabbing our weights for bench press. Good, lay down nice and flat, starting at the top. Breathe in, and breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. In, out. That's it, guys, 4 more. Breathe out. Breathe in, out, and 1 more time. Breathe in, and breathe out. Squeeze those weights up. Perfect. Sitting back up, place them down, and grab those little ones. All right, so make sure your knees are a little bent so we're solid through the legs, so we're not swinging our hips into this movement. Weights are facing forwards. Breathe in, open up that chest, and breathe out, crunch and curl. Breathe in, pull those weights back, hands high, and breathe out, roll, crunch. Breathe in, open up that chest, and breathe out, curl, crunch that stomach. Breathe in, pull them back, high hands. Breathe out, roll and crunch again. Breathe in, come back down, slowly keep that body engaged, and breathe out, crunch. Breathe in, breathe out, and come down slow. Awesome, back down to the floor for those push-ups. If you wanted to try it from your feet, go right ahead, but try to get those hands out as far as you can each time. All right, breathe in, breathe out, walk the hands out, and walk the hands back. Keep pushing down with those arms. In, out, walk the hands out, and walk the hands back. Keep those arms straight for the walks. Breathe in, out, walk the hands out, and walk the hands back. 2 more, you got it. Breathe in, breathe out, walk the hands, and back. Good, last one, keep that core tight. Breathe in, and out. Walk the hands forwards, and walk those hands back. Beautiful. All right, time for our 3rd set, and then we'll be going over a different circuit. So, sitting back to the bench, pick up those weights, and right away, let's hit set number 3. Starting at the top. All right, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. I like to do a little pause at the bottom just to show that control. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, out. All right, 2 more times. Breathe in, out, in, and squeeze it back up. Beautiful. All right, let's put those away, and standing back up. Knees a little bent, hands face forward, breathe in, breathe out, crunch that stomach back, elbows forwards, curl. Breathe in, open up that chest, breathe out, roll, and crunch the stomach. Breathe in, come back down, open up the chest again. Breathe out, curl. Breathe in, stomach, chest up. Breathe out, crunch it back. And breathe in, come back down. 1 more time, breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. And breathe in, slowly come back down. And relax. All right, let's finish up our push-ups with our walkouts. Keep that stomach nice and strong. Come down, up, walk the hands forwards, and walk those hands back. That's it, keep pushing that stomach up, down, up, walk them out, and walk them back. Good, 3 more times. Breathe in, breathe out. Walk, walk, walk all the way, and back. Hands out, hands back. That's it, 1 more, you can do it. Keep that core tight. Breathe in, out, walk them out, and walk them back. And shake it out. All right. Our next sequence is going to be starting with my favorite chest exercise. We're going to work through a bit of a fly modification. The emphasis will be on range of motion. and engaging our core. So we're gonna be moving our legs and we're gonna add a crunch into it to finish in a tight, tight, tight little ball. So I'm picking a weight that's about half what I did with my bench press, and you might wanna go even lighter if it's the first time you've tried this particular movement. So, pick those weights up. For this one, I like to slide my head a little bit off the end of the bench so I can really stretch out my core and my chest when I'm coming down. So we're gonna do 5 of these to start. Lay on your back, and dumbbells up, legs up, shoulders up. So as you come down, you're gonna open up that chest, legs come down, head comes down. Once you feel that stretch, you're gonna breathe out and close, add the crunch, the leg raise, push the weights together at the top. Breathe in, and breathe out. Breathe in, and breathe out. 2 more times, big in breath. And breathe out. And 1 more time, open up huge. Stretch those shoulders, and breathe out. Beautiful. Okay, the next 2 exercises, we're gonna work one side, then the other. So we'll do 2 exercises on one side, one for our arms, one for our abs, and then we'll do the other side after that. So this is one of my favorite ways to work my arms, my shoulders, and my core. One knee will be on the bench, that same side hand will be on the bench, the other leg will be braced out to the side, and the dumbbell is gonna be hanging straight down from my shoulder. So I'm only gonna do 4 of these with an emphasis on my breath and technique. So I don't want my elbow to move, especially backwards when I do this, because that's gonna be engaging my back more, and I wanna put this all into my bicep. So I'm gonna breathe in at the bottom. I'm gonna breathe out and lift my stomach up and crunch, and bring the weight right under my chin. Breathe in, flatten that back, and breathe out, crunch, and curl. Breathe in, and breathe out. 1 more time, breathe in, and breathe out. And come down slow. Perfect. The next one, keep that dumbbell in your hand. You're gonna be lying flat on your back. The other arm will be braced out beside you. With the dumbbell side, the arm, start with it right above your chest. If that feels easy, pull it back. The more you stretch between each rep, the harder that's always going to be. So you're gonna bring that left hand to your right foot and try to twist a little bit more at the top to really engage those obliques as well. So my hand is braced. I'm starting with the weight directly above my chest, and the first movement should be with your abs. Keep that body engaged as you're weighting, so there's no swing through your movement. So breathe in at the bottom, and breathe out, crunch. Come down slow. If you want, pull it back a little bit more, and breathe out, crunch again. Breathe in, pull it back some more if you can, and breathe out. 1 more time, breathe in, come down slow, and breathe out. And roll it back down. Beautiful. All right, time for side number 2. So, left hand planted, left knee planted, my right leg is braced out beside me, dumbbell is hanging straight down. I'm gonna breathe in, look up, breathe out, crunch my stomach, curl right under that chin, squeeze that bicep, breathe in, come back down slow, breathe in, breathe out, crunch, and curl. Breathe in, and breathe out. 1 more time, breathe in, and breathe out, crunch the stomach, push down, and squeeze that arm, and relax. All right, let's hit those abs on the floor. Keep that dumbbell in your right arm. Left hand is planted, starting above your chest. Make sure you keep your heels flexed for this. The resistance from your hamstring is gonna make it harder for your abs every time. So breathe in, breathe out, crunch and twist. Roll it back down slow, breathe in, and breathe out. Breathe in, come back down slowly, pull it back some more if you can. Breathe out, squeeze. And 1 more time, come down slow, keep that body engaged. And breathe out. and roll it back down. Beautiful. All right, time for set number 2. Give those arms a shake, grab some water if you guys need. Get right back to the bench. So with the flies, try to keep just a little bend in the elbow, but the lower your elbow goes, the more that's going to stretch your chest, the more effective that'll be to strengthen and stretch that shoulder joint for when we're punching or doing any other type of explosive movement with our arms. So, weights are up, lie back down, let that head float a little bit so we can get some extra stretch. And starting at the top, legs up, heels flexed, shoulders crunched. So breathe in, open up nice and big. And breathe out, squeeze. Breathe in, open up that chest. And breathe out, crunch. 3 more times, breathe in. And breathe out. All right, that's it guys, open up nice and slow. And breathe out, squeeze. 1 more time, breathe in. Feel those abs burning and squeeze it tight. And come back down. All right, so second set, I will be starting with my right arm on the bicep curls. So my left leg will be knee on the bench, left hand on the bench. Make sure we're pushing down with that chest and those hips when that stomach lifts. So we're engaging the core as much as we can here. So I breathe in, flatten that back, breathe out, that push down and crunch, and then curl right under that chin. Breathe in, and breathe out, crunch, curl. Breathe in, come down slow. Breathe out, crunch, and curl. And 1 more time, come down slow. Breathe in, and breathe out, crunch, curl right under that chin. And come down. Awesome. So back down to the floor, let's do those abs. Now if you'll notice, these are similar to the flies, so if we keep that body engaged, you will be working your chest as well. Just make sure we don't loosen up the shoulder, the chest, or the arm. So starting above my chest, other hand is braced, breathe in, and breathe out, crunch, and twist into that leg. And come down, breathe in. Breathe out, crunch, twist. Come down slow. 2 more times, guys, breathe in. Breathe out. Come down nice and slow. Roll that back down. 1 more time. Breathe in. And breathe out. And come down slowly. Beautiful. All right. Let's hit that left arm. Right knee is on the bench. Right hand is on the bench. Pushing down as we breathe out. Ready? Breathe in. Breathe out. Crunch. And curl. And breathe in, come back down, flatten the back out. Breathe out, crunch, curl. 2 more times, breathe in. And breathe out. And 1 more here, breathe in. And breathe out, crunch, curl right under that chin, squeeze it. And roll it back down. Beautiful. All right, let's hit those abs. Lying down flat. Right arm is braced beside you. Left arm right above the chest. Breathe in. And breathe out. Left hand past the right chin. Roll it down slow. Breathe in. Stretch it back a bit more. And breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. And 1 more. Come down slow. Breathe out. Crunch. Roll it back down. 1 more time. Breathe in. And breathe out. Squeeze that up. Hold it. And roll yourself back down nice and slow. Awesome. All right. Shake out those arms. Let's hit 1 more set and we'll finish up. All right. So grab those weights. Lay back on that bench and extending up. All right. Breathe in. Stretch that chest, the abs. Breathe out, crunch. Breathe in, open up nice and big. And breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. 2 more times, you can do it guys. Breathe in, stretch that chest. Breathe out, crunch that chest. And one more time, breathe in. And breathe out. And put them back down. All right, finish up these arms. Grab that dumbbell, whichever arm you want to start with. Let it hang down, breathe in. Breathe out, crunch. Curl right into that chin. And breathe in. Breathe out, crunch. Curl. Come down slowly. And breathe out, crunch. And one more time, breathe in. And breathe out. For the last set, to squeeze it out a bit harder, we're gonna go right to the other side so we can hit those abs one after the other on the floor. Breathe in. And breathe out, crunch. Curl. Breathe in, down slow. Breathe out, crunch. Curl that dumbbell. And breathe in, almost there. Breathe in and breathe out. Get last one, flatten that back out. Breathe out. And curl. And relax. Beautiful. All right, let's squeeze out those abs. Left arm first. So line down nice and flat. Make sure that right arm stays on the ground so we don't have to worry about balance. Start above the chest. Breathe in. Breathe out, crunch and twist. And then roll yourself down slowly. Pull it back a bit more. And breathe out, crunch. Breathe in. Breathe out. And one more time, come down slow. Keep that body, arm engaged. Breathe out, finish it. And relax. All right, switching sides. Plant that arm, pull that dumbbell back, and breathe out, crunch. Breathe in. Breathe out, crunch, twist. Breathe in, come down slowly. Breathe out. And one more time, we got it. Breathe in. Last one, keep that control, squeeze. And roll it back down. Beautiful. So, that feels pretty good. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. Thanks for working out with me today, guys, with those weights. If you have any comments, don't hesitate, or questions, write down below. Always open to feedback, especially with these resisted movements. If something felt a little different, some of these might be a little new to you guys, so do not hesitate to comment. Ask any questions you guys want. So 3 observations, 3 tips I found when working with weights to make sure we're getting the most out of our workouts and all of our movements. The first one is going to be perspective. The way I always say, don't think of it as a dumbbell, think of it as just a piece of your body that you're moving. So try not to think about moving the weight, whatever weight it is. Think about moving your body with resistance added to it. So it's a part of your hand, a part of your arm, and that's gonna make sure you guys have control through every movement too, making them a little bit more effective for you. Okay, number 2, always engaging our core through each movement. Think of your core of your body kind of like a bench. We're using it for support. So it needs to be able to support all of our movements, all of our lifts with our arms especially. So keeping that core tight will prevent injury, and it's also going to make those movements a lot more effective for any area that you're targeting to. Okay, and number 3, always the quality of the movement. The biggest range of motion you guys can have, keeping the proper technique, is going to stimulate those muscles through all of their points, the strongest in the middle, the stretchiest at each end of that, to make sure that we're strong for when we throw our punches, when we're kickboxing. Whether you're doing low reps or high reps, once that technique starts to suffer, either take a break from it or go a little bit lighter during the set and finish the amount of reps that you had planned for. So if you have access to a full set of weights, that's a lot easier. If not, use a weight that's a little bit lighter than you can normally do and try to consciously, with purpose, squeeze that area as hard as you can as you're moving, and it will give you the same effect as using a heavier dumbbell too. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next week. Let me know how that felt down in that comment section. If you haven't already, subscribe, hit that like button, and I'll see you guys next week.